Hi friends, it's me Rachel. Today I'm just making a short video on Plantago major or broadleaf plantain, an alterative herb that can be used to gently cleanse the blood and eliminate organs. It can be used by men or women. It can be used by children. However, in this video, I am only stating dosages for adults. It can be safely used during pregnancy. There's no contraindications other than overuse should be avoided during pregnancy, and overuse can also have a laxative effect. It doesn't contraindicate with any medications. However, always check with your primary physician before taking any herbs. I don't treat, cure, or diagnose disease. This is for educational purposes only. The best way and the cheapest way, I think, to ingest this herb would be through an infusion, which is basically just a really strong herbal tea. You would need 1 ounce of dried herb and 1 cup of filtered water. That's your standard recipe for an infusion. And basically, you would put the 1 ounce of dried herb into a glass or stainless steel jar, something that you can put a lid on, or maybe a plate to trap in the constituents, because there's going to be steam and they're going to escape, so you want to be able to cover it. You just bring the water to a boil and pour it over the herb and then cover it. Steep for 15 minutes, strain, and you can take 3 to 4 tablespoons of that infusion up to 4 times daily. However, after 24 hours, you need to dump out the infusion and make a new one, and also the infusion needs to be stored in the refrigerator. You can also buy the dried herb and make a powder by grinding it. You can buy it in capsules, powdered in capsules at your local herb store. Powder is 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon up to 4 times daily. You can also buy a tincture or fluid extract at your local health food store or online. For a tincture, it's 1/2 to 2 teaspoons or 2 to 10 milliliters up to 4 times daily. For fluid extract, it's 1/4 to 1 teaspoon or 1 to 5 milliliters up to 4 times daily. Now, for companies, reputable herb companies, I recommend are Frontier Herbs, Now Foods, or the Apothecary Shop. The Apothecary Shop, I don't believe there's any other companies with that same name, but the Apothecary Shop that I'm talking about is connected to the college I went to, the American College of Healthcare Sciences, and they go through rigorous lab testing every year, whereas there's plenty of herb companies out there, and there's plenty of them that have adulterants and contaminants in their herbs. So those are the 3 that I recommend. Plantain major has so many uses and so many benefits, from constipation, bug bites, boils, bruises, ringworm, scratches. What else? Those are the ones I can think of. Kidney infections, inflammation, mastitis, scalds, skin problems, toothache, uterine infection, wounds, worms. But my focus today is for just gently cleansing the blood. You can also eat plantain. It can be steamed if you can find it fresh. And we actually have it growing everywhere up here in northern New York, but we have about this much snow. Now, if you know what plantain looks like and you feel safe wildcrafting, which I don't really teach wildcrafting, but if you know an herbalist and they can point out plantain major to you or broadleaf plantain to you in the wild or in your yard, as long as your yard isn't sprayed with herbicide and it's not growing like in the sidewalk or near a building or anywhere like, an old landfill or something like that, you can eat the fresh leaves or steam them, and eat them. And the young leaves you can eat raw. And if you want to make an infusion of the fresh herb because it's nearby and you know where to find it and you have somebody guiding you, if you make an infusion with fresh herb, always double the herb. So 2 ounces of fresh herb per 1 cup of water. And I want to state one last thing before I go about herbs in pregnancy. Always avoid the emmenogogue herbs. Emmenogogue herbs are herbs that stimulate the reproductive system. And although they are great before and after pregnancy, they are controversial and contraindicated in most cases during pregnancy because of the effects they can have on your hormones. So definitely avoid emmenogogue herbs such as evening primrose or ginger or red raspberry or motherwort during pregnancy. Um, and a lot of people, in my past, I haven't been pregnant in 8 years, but I took ginger all through my pregnancy for nausea. But after going to school for this and reading extensively into clinical studies, I now would never ever tell a pregnant woman to take ginger just because it is controversial or contraindicated, because of the effect it has on the reproductive system. But I mean, it's great for nausea. This is true. And red raspberry is great for toning the uterus after pregnancy. And motherwort is also great for toning the uterus and helping you produce more breast milk after pregnancy. But during pregnancy, please always avoid the emmenogogue herbs. And remember, and I think I stated this already, I don't treat or cure or diagnose disease. Always check with your physician. And I get my information from textbooks through my college, the American College of Healthcare Sciences. Today I used Herb 201 and A to Z Guide to Drug and Herb and Vitamin Interactions, written by professionals in the field, naturopathic doctors, and PhDs. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and I will get back to you. Take care, everybody.